Hey Knicks fans, how you doing? This is Sincere from Sincere Knicks Fan 34. How are you doing? I'm hitting y'all up to let y'all know, you know what I'm saying, like our last game, we got punched in the mouth. We got straight up punched in the mouth. We got punched in the mouth and we did not recover very well from it. Through the whole game. We got to the place where we were complaining, we were whining, we just weren't executing. And the idea is I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. Because this helps to build the team's resilience. Every team that ever had a championship had to go through times of tough struggles. And to realize that we were not going to go and get every call, to realize that we're going to have teams that are going to try to push and test and scrap and claw, that's a good look. That's a really good look. That's something that's necessary for our team to be successful, to succeed in winning a championship. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, do you think the Bulls was just given the championship? You think the Golden State Warriors are just given the championship? No, the Knicks have to go through the same process if they're trying to win a championship. They're going to have to go out there and realize teams are going to give their best to whoop their behinds every single game. And I like it. And I like the fact that it came early. So, you know what I'm saying, to help build that killer mentality. And that's what we're going to need as a team. We're going to need to have a killer mentality. We can't think that, oh, this team, you know, because maybe one or two players may be missing, or, you know, a player is not able to play at their best, that it's just going to be a gimme, a hand over victory. That's not how that works. You know, because like just like when Golden State was in this prime, every team wanted to come at them every single game. It didn't matter if you were the worst team in the freaking league. You wanted to give your best because you were like, hey, if we can beat Golden State, man, we can do something. And we, as the New York Knicks organization, it's the idea that these guys are now are looking at the record and looking at how they were playing. 3 games in a row, that 130 plus points. I mean, it was ridiculous. 30 plus assists. You know, like that was unreal. And we were looking like something, you know, crazy coming. You know what I'm saying? So everybody already knew that the Knicks was going to go and get a whole bunch of hype just for the fact that they're New York. And understanding that, hey, yeah, teams are going to come at your neck every single game. That's a wonderful thing. So I appreciate Orlando doing what they did, because they popped them boys in the mouth, and they revealed something that they need to tighten up. They need to have a mindset that they're ready to play every single game, that nothing's going to be handed to them. They got to go and take it, you know. And I appreciate that, especially moving forward. So Orlando went and beat us. Now we go on to go against Miami. You think Miami's not going to try to punch them in the mouth? Come on now. It's Miami. Miami, New York, that's been the thing for years. So I like it and I appreciate it. I appreciate it because I'm expecting my New York Knicks to give their best effort to not only execute, but to play as a team. They didn't play as a team. It was a lot of one-on-one, a lot of ISO ball, and they were getting more and more away from the way that Coach Mike Brown wanted to play. So understanding that, it was the reality that, hey, this is not you just do whatever you want to do and hope for the best. You got to stick to the game plan. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing if a person's shots just not dropping, or you know what I'm saying, like the idea that you know like the calls are going one way or the other. You know, these are things that we cannot control. Sometimes the shots just not dropping. Sometimes the calls don't go our way. But us playing as a team, as a unit, ball movement, body movement, giving our all on defense, you know what I'm saying, rebounding, not committing silly fouls. These are things that we can control as a team. You know what I'm saying? And be effective. Not playing ISO ball, not trying to go one-on-one or one-on-4 or one-on-3. No, sharing the ball, moving without the ball. These are the tenets of Mike Brown's system, right? Very San Antonio like, very Golden State like. These are places that he was doing his thing, learning the crafts and learning how to operate the offense. And players got away from that. Brunson in particular, right? So I'm happy for the fact that we got popped in the mouth, because that reality was able to get set in. And I think that we're going to get better effort. I think we're going to get better outcomes. I think we're going to get better rebounding. Then we're going to get better shot selection. I think we're going to get better body movement, ball movement, and just a better team mindset. I will say this on a side note. You know what I'm saying? I do think there's a thing between Suggs and Brunson. I've been noticing that for like a little over a year. You know what I'm saying? I think there's just a little something. I don't know if there's like some hatred or just just they have a similar competitiveness. They get under each other's skin, and I think Brunson got into that and got caught up into that. In my personal opinion, you know what I'm saying? Because even like last year, it felt like Suggs had allowed himself to get himself. He played himself out of his position last year, and so to see Brunson this year, it's like I think that they both get under each other's skin, and they have their own special way of pulling each other out of each other's game. You know what I'm saying? Because they're both tough, they're both very crafty, they're very skilled, they're definitely more athletic than they appear. And I think that they get to each other, at least in the mind. You know what I'm saying? Their game is impacted because they let their mind get played with when they go against each other. And it varies from game to game, you know what I'm saying, between which one might win that mental battle or whatever you want to call it. With that being said, with Miami, you got to have focus because Miami's going to come at you. Like I said, they're going to punch you in the mouth. And if you're not ready for it, you're going to lose again. So I think the Knicks are going to be able to be successful moving forward because they already know that rivalry is real, and you can expect that Miami, because it's Miami, has full intention of popping you in the mouth and seeing how you react, especially after losing to Orlando. So we'll see how that goes. I still expect a win. I expect a bounce back because I expect Deuce McBride to be the one handling the ball. I expect Deuce McBride to be the head of the defensive focus. I expect there to be you might even get yourself a Shamet and a Clarkson and maybe even a Kolick sighting. You know what I'm saying, at point. So we'll see. We'll see how that all goes. But I think that we'll do well if we learn from the Orlando game. And I think that we're going to see a better product. We'll see. If I haven't said before, please like, share, subscribe. You know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, oh yeah. Shout out to my nephew. Shout out to my nephew William. I know you out there listening to my voice right now. You like to touch the screen and all that good stuff. I appreciate you supporting that. Make sure. Matter of fact, make sure your mom and dad continue to come and look at my videos. Okay, I'm counting on you. All right. Appreciate your support there, buddy. All right. Shout out to William. All right. Unc loves you. All right. You all have a good day. Let's get it.